Hey everyone, today I'll be doing the chapter 5.1 course practice quiz. So, this quiz is about integration. Now, this first question's annoying like as a basis of integration because if I want to explain the foundations, I'm gonna go into substitution straight away. So here's what I'll do. First of all, let's introduce what is integration. Integration essentially you can use it to find the area under a curve. Okay, that's basically what you want to use it for. Okay, now, how do you integrate? So, what do? You have, let's take the example, I have a times x to the power of n, dx. This is very important, you need to write the dx. Okay, so here's what you can do. First of all, there's a rule of integration. Whenever you have a constant multiplied by x squared, for example, let's say, you can take the constant out. So this is the same thing as writing 5 integral x squared dx. It's the same thing. You can take the constant out. So here's what you can do here. You can also keep the constant in, and it's fine. But like if you want to be neater, you can take the constant out. So you can rewrite this as a integral x to the power of n dx. Okay, now how do you integrate? First of all, you add 1 to the power, so it will be x power of n plus 1, then divide by the new power, n plus 1. And then you add a constant c. Never forget the plus c. The plus c is very, very important because you use it to find the equation. So, this is essentially how you integrate. Okay? Now, say they gave you integral of 5 dx. What do? This is essentially what? This is 5x to the power of 0, right? So what do? You add 1 to the power, 5x to the power of 1, divide by the new power, 1, 5x plus 1, or sorry, just 5x plus c. This is the answer. Now, let's work with 10x plus 3 dx. Always put it in brackets. Okay, first of all, here you can distribute the integral. So this can be equal to the integral of 10x dx plus 3, the integral of 3 dx. Okay, so integrating this first part, it'll be add 1 to the power, this is x power of 1, right? Add 1 to the power, x squared, divide by the new power, 10x squared over 2. Now we're not gonna add the plus c, we're gonna add the plus c at the end because you already, this is the same integral as this if you think about it, right? So it doesn't really matter. Plus, this is a constant, so we're just gonna add the x plus 3x plus c. This is the equation. So it'll be 5x squared plus 3x plus c. Okay, so now that you know this, we can apply it to some other harder examples. So there's something we have called due substitution. Okay, say you have this integral 5x plus 3 to the power of 9 dx. Now you could theoretically do binomial expansion and then expand it to the power of 9, or if you have the 9 memorized from Pascal's triangle, you can do that. But why would you? That takes so long and you're in an exam. So what do? Okay, you write let u equals whatever is inside here. So 5x plus 3. Then you derive you differentiate. So du by dx, what is this gonna equal to? This is just gonna equal to 5, right? Yes. Now, you can express either du in terms of dx or dx in terms of du. The same thing. Doesn't matter. In the end, you're gonna get the same result, so you shouldn't really care. I'm gonna choose to find du. So du is equal to what? 5 dx. Okay? Now, alternatively, I can say that dx is equal to du over 5. Right? They're the same thing. Essentially, you're treating this as a fraction. You can either take this up to find du, or you can take this up and then divide by 5 to find dx. So it's the same thing. So you can use any of them. I'll teach you with both. So here we can now rewrite this as the integral of u to the power of 9 dx. But remember, we found dx. dx is du over 5. So you can rewrite this as du over 5. And remember, we're treating du over 5 as a fraction. So what does this mean? This is equal to 1 over 5 du. So, and this is a constant, right? 1 over 5 is a constant, so you can take 1 over 5 out. So it's 1 over 5 integral u to the power of 9 du. Okay, now integrating this, you'll get 1 over 5 times u to the power of 10 over 10 plus c. So this will give you u to the power of 10 over 50. Okay, plus c. Now, obviously, you can express u as 5x plus 3, right? So it will be 5x plus 3 to the power of 10 over 50 plus c. And this is your final answer. Okay, now, say you don't want to work with finding du like that. You want to use this method. You want to use this du equals 5 of the x. So, how do you do it? Okay, the way to do this is, essentially, you're gonna multiply by 5 inside and 1 over 5 on the outside to cancel out. So what do I mean? You're gonna write 1 over 5 integral of u to the power of 9 times 5 dx. Right? Because I multiplied by 5 and I'm gonna multiply by the reciprocal, because essentially I'm just bringing this number from like the sky. So to cancel it out, remember, like the fraction, if you're gonna multiply up, you have to multiply down. It's basically the same thing. You have to multiply on the inside, you're gonna multiply on the outside. Okay, now 5 dx is what? 5 dx is du. So you write 1 over 5 u to the power of 9 du. Remember, we wrote this here. So then you integrate, it's literally the exact same integral. You're getting the exact same answer from different methods. Okay, this is essentially everything you need to know about integral for this section. So let's get started with the quiz. Given the integral, I equals the integral of 3 times x cubed plus 5x all to the power of 4 plus into 15x squared plus 25 dx. Applying the substitution method gives I integral 15u to the power 4 du. Which of the following is true? Okay, now how do you do this? So, first of all, I don't like how this is like very messy. So you can take the 3 out at the start, right? Then you can write it as 3 times the integral of x cubed plus 5x to the power of 4 into 15x plus 25 dx. It's an x squared, sorry. Okay, now we're gonna see this is our u, right? Because it's the one with the power, with the exponents. So let u, you have to write this by the way, let u equals to x cubed plus 5x. Now, du by dx is what? Du by dx is going to be 3x squared plus 5. And you answered the first part. Now the second part, they're gonna tell you find the integral. They're just gonna tell you evaluate the integral. So let me just check. U is x cubed plus 5x. Yes. Du is equal to 3x squared plus 5. Obviously I forgot the, yeah, okay. So then you simplify this. So you're gonna write du, take the dx up, 3x squared plus 5 dx. Okay, now you're gonna use this and plug it into there. Okay, now how do you do that? So I don't need this anymore. I don't need all of this. I need just the last part. Now you're gonna change this to write u to the power of 4 times 15x squared plus 25 dx. Okay, now what do you do here? Factor 5 out of this. You can factor 5 out, right? So you're gonna get 3 integral u to the power of 4 times 5 into 15 divided by 5, 3x squared plus 5 dx. Now look what you have here. You have 3x squared plus 5 dx, 3x squared plus 5 dx. So instead of writing all of this, you can literally just change this to du, right? Because this is what du is equal to. Okay, now again, 5 is a constant, take it out. So 3 times 5, 15. 15 times the integral of u to the power of 4 du. Okay, add on to the power, so 15 times u to the power of 5 over 5, okay, plus c. Remember, we're adding 1 to the power, then dividing by the new power. So 15 over 5 is 3, right? So you're gonna write 3u to the power of 5 plus c. This is your answer, but remember, u is equal to x cubed plus 5x. So I'm gonna write the answer up here. So the integral is equal to 3 into x cubed plus 5x to the power of 5 plus c, which is your answer, as you can see down here. 3 into x cubed plus 5x to the power of 5 plus c. Yes. Okay, moving on to question 2. This is very easy. Okay, here it looks overcomplicated, but no, it's not. So you have f of x. By the way, this is something interesting. Look, say I have a function f of x. Okay, the integral is expressed as capital F of x. They tell you to find the integral of f of x. You write the capital of f x to indicate integral. And remember, to derive, you want the derivative of f of x, you write f prime of x. This is the derivative. And obviously this is the normal function. Okay, so just in case they ask you for it, yani, because again it's a final, they'll ask you questions that are tricky. So f of x is equal to integral of all of this. Now if you notice here, I can take 1 over 2 out as a factor, right? I can take 1 over 2 into 300x squared plus 24x dx, right? Because this is all over 2. And if this is essentially just going to be 1 over 2, because again there's a 1 here that's multiplied by all of it. So this is 1 over 2. You can take 1 over 2 out. 1 over 2 integral of 300x squared plus 24x dx. Okay, now I'm going to erase it above it because I don't need it anymore. So evaluating this integral, you're going to get half into, add 1 to the power 300x cubed over 3, which is just going to be 100x cubed. Right? Because you remember 100 over 300 over 3 is just 100. Plus 24x squared. Remember, we're adding 1. This is to the power of 1. Add 1. It's going to be 24x squared. 24 over 2, 12. 12x squared. Okay? And then you're going to write the plus c outside. The plus c is always outside of the bracket, just so you don't complicate it and confuse yourself. So, now what do? You distribute the half. So you're going to get 50x cubed plus 6x squared plus c. This is your answer. Okay. Moving on to question 3. This is very, very easy. So, integral of negative 8x dx. So what do? You take the negative 8 outside. So it's going to be negative 8 into the integral of x dx. This is the very basic integral. So it's going to be x squared over 2. Sorry. X squared over 2, because we're adding 1 to the new power and dividing it by it. Okay, plus c. Now, negative 8 over 2 is equal to what? Negative 8 over 2 is equal to negative 4. Negative 4x squared plus c, and that's your answer. Okay, let m be a constant. Thus, 12 into m minus 2 cubed, x cubed dx. Okay. So, for this one, sorry, where did that line come from? So they told me for b, let m be a constant. Thus, 12 integral of 12 into m minus 2 cubed x cubed dx. Now, don't let them fool you and take this as u substitution. Don't. This is not x. Remember, it's with respect to x, and they told you m is a constant. So you can take this whole thing out, right? You can take this whole thing out. So right, 12 into m minus 2 squared cubed. Sorry, integral of x cubed dx, right? Because remember, this is a constant. M is a constant. Say m is 2. Say m is 2. So, or 4. 4 minus 2, 2. 2 cubed is 8. It's not going to give me x, right? Like, just take an example if you get confused and know, like, m is a constant, but what does that mean? Like, say m is 8 or 4. 4 minus 2, 2. 2 cubed is 8. I don't get an x. I don't get an x when I simplify this. So, no, I don't have to keep it in. So, that means it's just a constant. Okay. Now, let's integrate this. So you're gonna keep this outside. 12, sorry, what just happened? 12 m minus 2 cubed, x power of 4 over 4. Remember, we're adding 1 to the power, then dividing by the new power, plus c. So 12 over 4, this cancels to become 1. This will become 3. So what do you get? You get 3 m minus 2 cubed into x to the power of 4 plus c. And that's your answer. Okay. Now, let y equal to x squared. Thus, the integral of 3y cubed over x dx is what? Okay, so first of all, substitute this directly into there. No. No, what? Why did I say no? I meant so. So, 3 into 2x squared all cubed over x dx. Now, you might try to use u substitution here too, right? I mean, it's a perfect case theoretically, and you have a function, a small one, to raise to the power of something. So it's definition textbook use up, but don't use it. Because I don't think it'll work. I haven't checked, but I don't think it'll work. There are limitations on the algebra, but I don't think it'll work here. And even then, it'll take you like probably 2 pages long to do it. And here's what you can do instead. This can be simplified very easily, right? So take it. So 2 to the power of 3 is 8. X squared to the power of 3, you multiply the exponents when they raise to each other. So x to the power of 6, right? Over x dx. I forgot the integral sign. That's the weirdest integral I've ever drawn. خلاص, this is an integral sign, whatever. So, distribute the 3, you'll get 24x to the power of 6. Let me integrate before I forget. 24x to the power of 6, am I on 5%? Seriously? 24x to the power of 6 over x dx. What does this equal to? 24 x to the power of 5 integral dx. So then you integrate, take 24 out, so you'll get 24 integral of x to the power of 5 dx. So what does this equal to? This will equal to 24 into x to the power of 6 over 6 plus c. 24 and 6 will cancel. 6 divided by 6 is 1, 4 divided by 6 is 4. So 4x to the power of 6 plus c. That's your answer. Okay, question 4. The acceleration a meter per second squared of a particle moving in a straight line at time t seconds is given by a equals 12c minus 2. Fill in the blanks. Okay, listen. Remember in physics and mechanics and whatever, and even in math, when we took the derivative chapter, you have a function x of t, which is the displacement or position, whatever. Okay? Then you can go from that to velocity. And then from that, you can go to what? Acceleration. Now, how do you go from that? You go from this to this is what it is deriving, right? You derive. So you do x prime of t. And then to go from velocity to acceleration, v prime of t. Right? Now, you can go backwards. You can go given acceleration to velocity, and then from velocity to position. How? You integrate. Okay, so let's integrate. You have a equals 12c minus 2. Okay, so they want you to find the velocity is 3 meters per second at t equals 0. So let's integrate the acceleration first. So v of t is equal to the integral, or let's write it capital A of t because it's the same thing. 12t squared over 2, so just 60 squared directly. Remember, I'm integrating this. So add on to the power of t, becomes the power of 2. Divide 12 by 2, 6. 60 squared minus 2t. Never forget the plus c. Okay, now how do you find the c? They told you at t equals 0, velocity is 3 meters per second. So you're going to substitute 3 and 0. So 6 into 0 squared minus 2 into 0 plus c. So then this gives you 0, this gives you 0. What does that mean? C is equal to 3. That's your equation. It is 60 squared minus 2t plus 3. Done. Now, if at t equals 0, the displacement s is 1 meter, then at any time t, we're going to integrate the velocity. So s of t is equal to the integral, or you can write capital V of t, is equal to, integrate this, add 1 to the power, it's originally power of 2, 4t squared. Add 1 to be t cubed. 6 divided by 3, 2. 2t cubed minus, the 2t is the origin power of 1, right? T is to the power of 1. Add 1 to the power, it will be t squared. 2 divided by 2 is just 1, so it's going to be t squared plus 3t plus c. Okay, now, again, we're going to do the exact same thing. So s is 1 meter. So 1 is equal to, and then t is equal to 0. So 2 into 0 cubed minus 0 squared plus 3 into 0 plus c. So this will give me 0, this will give me 0, this will give me 0. C is equal to 1. So my equation is 2t cubed minus t squared plus 3t plus 1. And that's the answer. Question 5. This is very easy. So, first of all, take 49 out. you're gonna get the integral of, it's the worst integral I've ever drawn. You're gonna get the integral of x squared radical x dx. Right? Now, you can simplify this, right? Because this is x power of half. So you can rewrite this as 49 times the integral of x squared into x to the power of half dx. Now that you have this, right, you can simplify. Here, remember, you're multiplying and they have the same base, so you can add the exponents. So total you get 2 plus 1 over 2, which is what? 1 second, so I can see it here. 2 plus 1 over 2 should give me 3 over 5 over 2. So x to the power of 5 over 2 dx. Okay, now 49 times, because we're gonna integrate from now, add 1 to the power, so add 1 to 5 over 2, 7 over 2. So x to the power of 5 over 2 divided by 7 over 2 plus c. Now on your calculator you can do 49 over 7 over 2. You'll get 14. So 14 x to the power of 5 over 2 plus c. Now, that's not it though, because that's not what they want from us. They want it in this form. Alright? So, we're gonna erase everything here except this last part, because we basically have the answer. We're just gonna express it in a different way. So, 14, this means x to the power of 5 over 2 means what? It means square root of x to the power of 5. Right? Now, what can you rewrite x to the power of 5 as? You can rewrite it as x to the power of 4. 1 second, did I do it correctly? Oh yeah, wait, I just realized what I did. The integral was 14 x to the power of 7 over 2, not 5 over 2, right? That's what I took. I took it as 5 over 2. 7 over 2. Because remember, you added 1 to the power. Yeah, okay. So, now doing this is equal to what? This is equal to 14 radical x to the power of 7. You can rewrite this as 14 radical x to the power of 6 times x, right? Now, you can take x to the power of 6 out. It'll be 14 x to the power of 6 over 2 radical x, right? 6 over 2 is what? Just 3. So it's x cubed radical x, and this is your answer. Done. Now, moving on. Okay, this for questions like this, I would recommend question A, for example. I would recommend you just substitute and expand. So this is equal to what? The integral of 8, let me open the bracket because you need the bracket. 8x cubed minus 16x squared. 8x cubed minus 16x squared plus 16x squared. Remember, I'm distributing 2x to 8x. Then minus 32x. Okay. Plus 24x, because 3 times 8x is 24x, minus 16 times 3, 16 times 3 is what? Minus 48. Okay, now you can erase this plus x squared minus x squared. Okay, now you can integrate all of them. So, really quickly, add 1 to the power, it will be x power of 4, 8 over 4 is 2, 2x power of 4, minus add 1 to the power, it's going to be x squared. Remember, we're here. So x to the power of 1, add 1, 32x squared, divide 32 by 2, 16x squared. Now 24x, I could have simplified this, couldn't I? Yes, okay, let's simplify this. Minus 32 plus 24, minus 8. So, minus 8x. So, add 1 to the power, it'll be x squared. So divide 8 by 4, 4, sorry, divide 8 by 2 is 4, x squared minus 48x plus c. Again, you're just applying the basic integration rule. Now for this one, I'd recommend you simplify it again. So, this is the same thing as what? 9x to the power of 5 over x cubed, right? Plus 6x cubed over x cubed dx. Right? Now, You can simplify this, right? So you'll get 9x squared, right? Because 5 minus 3 is 2. Plus x cubed will cancel, so you'll get plus 60x. Okay, now, you can now just apply the integral rule. So add 1 to 2, 3, 9 divided by 3, 3x cubed. Plus 6, 6 is a constant. Remember the rule for a constant. When you have the integral of a constant k, it's gonna dx, which is gonna be kx plus c. Okay, so it's gonna be plus 6x plus c. That's your answer. Okay, question 7. Now, this is easy. So what do you do here? You basically just find the integral of w, okay? You simplify this, then substitute 0 and then substitute 1, subtract them from each other. So here we're gonna use chain rule, I mean not chain rule, use substitution, right? Because it's 2x squared minus 1 squared. So let u equals to 2x squared minus 1, right? So u prime is equal to, or du by dx, it's fine. Let's write it as du by dx so we can simplify. Du by dx is equal to 4x. That's it, right? So now you can either again find it in terms of du or find it in terms of dx, doesn't really matter. Well, let's find it in terms of du. So du is equal to 4x dx. Okay, now integral of 40x over u squared dx. Now, remember what we said the condition for du was 4x dx. We have 40x, right? Can't you rewrite 40x as 10 times 4x over u squared dx? Remember, yes you can, right? Because it's 40x, I just split it in. So you can combine these two to give you du, right? Because again, you're treating dx as a fraction. So this will give you 10 over u squared du, right? It's absolutely correct. And no, again, remember, du is 4x dx. We have 4x, we have dx. You can combine them together, especially since, you know, they're on the same side. They're both up on the side of the fraction. So now what can you do? Personally, what I would do is I would take u up. So we're going to say now it's 10 to u to the power of minus 2 du. Okay, this is the integral, of course. Now you can simplify this, right? Add 1 to the power. Minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1, right? Divide by minus 1, so it's going to be minus 10 over u du. Okay, now all we really have to do is just plug in u back in. So remember what we, just as a recap, because I think some of you might have gotten confused. Here we have minus 2. Minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1, right? Because minus 2 is negative, plus 1 positive, minus 2 plus 1 is the minus 1. So you're gonna have u to the power of minus 1. Now, you're then gonna divide by minus 1, right? 10 divided by minus 1 is minus 10. So you have minus 10 u to the power of minus 1. That means you just take u down. It'll be u to the power of 1. خلاص. So obviously the plus c. Not this, whatever. So it'll be minus 10 over 2x squared minus 1 plus c. This is your answer. Now, we're going to plug in 0 for this, and we're going to plug in 1 for this, and subtract from each other. So, minus 10 into 2 into 0, or sorry, wait. Open the bracket, 2, 0 squared minus 1, plus c, minus, what was it? Minus 10 into 2 into 1 squared minus 1 plus c. Now, here's what's interesting, right? You're gonna distribute the minus sign, right? So this will be positive 10 now. It'll be plus 10. But here, look, it'll be minus c now, right? Because it was initially positive and you distributed the negative. Plus c minus c cancel out, so you don't even need to work with plus c minus c anymore. So then you do this part on your calculator. So let's do it together. So open the fraction, minus 10 over 2 into 0 squared minus 1. Close the bracket, plus 10, open the bracket down, 2 into 1 squared minus 1. Okay, you'll get 20, and that is your answer. Done. Moving on. Okay, this is not very nice. Okay, so for this one, what you're gonna do is, I like splitting this up. I'm not gonna keep it as x dx. So I'm actually gonna start working up because I need all the space. So x over radical 5x squared plus 1 dx. Okay, now what can you write this as? You can write this as 5x squared plus 1 to the power of 1 over 2. Remember, because it's under a radical. So what does this mean? You can apply your substitution, right? So you're gonna say let u equals to 5x squared plus 1. So then du by dx is equal to what? 10x. So does that mean du is equal to 10x dx? Right? You just took the x up. So you can now work with this, right? However, look, you have only x up here. I'm gonna use them that so you can understand. You only have x here. So what do? You multiply by 10. Then remember what we said, if you multiply inside, you're gonna multiply by the outside. So this is how you now are able to combine 10x dx into du. So you're gonna now have 1 over 10 into 1 over u to the power of 1 over 2 du. Right? Now you can take u to the power of 1 over 2 up, right? So you're gonna get u to the power of negative half du. Right? Now you can integrate. So 1 over 10 into, add on to negative half, you're gonna get 1 over 2. So u to the power of 1 over 2 over, divide by 1 over 2 plus c. Sorry, I don't know why it's lagging. So this is equal to, now you can divide 110 by 1 over 2 on your calculator. So 0.1 over 0.5, 1 over 5. So 1 over 5 u to the power of 1 over 2 plus c. Now you can expand, right? You can substitute u for what we got at the start. So remember what u was 5x squared plus 1. So now this is going to equal to, I'm not going to work here anymore. Oh my god, not this. خلاص, we don't, it's fine. 1 over 5, or sorry, you can directly say radical 5x squared plus 1 over 5 plus c. Because u is what? u is 5x squared plus 1. To the power of 1 over 2 means just under a radical. So this is your answer. Radical 5x squared plus 1 over 5 plus c. Which is what we have. Okay. Now, integral of 4x into 8x cubed minus 3 into the power of 7 dx. So, how do you do this? This is actually much easier than this in my opinion. Because you can say directly that this is u. So, integral of 4x squared 8x cubed minus 3 to the power of 7 dx. Now let u equal to 8x cubed minus 3. So then du by dx is what? Du by dx is gonna be 8 times 3 is 24. 24x squared, that's it, right? Because this is a constant and a constant differentiates to 0. So du is equal to 24x squared dx. Now, here you have 4x squared inside, right? Let me change back to blue. You have 4x squared. So what are you going to do? You're going to multiply by 6 to make it 24, right? And then what does that mean? So you're going to multiply by 60. So then you're going to do multiply by 1 over 6. Remember, whatever you multiply on the outside, you're going to multiply the opposite by the on the inside or the outside, whatever. So 1 over 6 into integral of 24x squared into u to the power of 7 dx. We said that du, let me fix this. We said that du is this and this. So you can instantly remove them and just write du. Right? So now, it's very easy. You add 1 to 7, 8. U to the power of 8 over dividing by 8. So you're going to now do 1 over 6 divided by 8, which gives you 1 over 48. So 1 over 48 u to the power of 8 plus c. Now, what does that mean? You're just gonna substitute here. So you can, instead of writing this now, what was u? u was 8x cubed minus 3. So 8x cubed minus 3 to the power of 8 over 48 plus c. That's your answer. Done. Moving on to question 9. Please give me nice, cute questions. Okay, these are nice, cute questions. Thank you. Is the last question nice and cute also? I didn't do it. It's not bad. Okay, it's similar to the other question. That's fine, we can do them. Yalla. So, x power 6. Remember, add on to the new power, x power 7 over 7 plus c. Done. Okay. 1 over x, you can rewrite this as the integral of x power of negative 3, right? Because you can take it up. Dx, so now add 1 to the power, so x to the power of negative 2 over negative 2. So what does that mean? It's just going to be negative 1 over 2 x, 1 over 2 x squared. Like this. Done. Okay, remember why? I might have gone a bit too fast for this one. This is the integral, right? Wait, so you have this, add 1 to the power, so you're going to get the power of negative 2, divide by the new power, 2. Or minus 2. Or yeah, minus 2. Okay. Now, what does that mean? You can take it down as 1 over minus 2x squared plus c. Right? This is plus c here. Because this minus 2 exponent, what does that mean? You just have to take it down. So, now that you know this, here they already gave me minus 1. Right? They gave me minus 1 up. So what does that mean? If I have minus 1 up and minus 2 down, that doesn't work, right? Because then this will cancel and make positive, but I have negative half. So what did they do? They simply took the minus 2 here and put it up, right? That's the exact same thing. We have the exact same answer. That's how you get your answer. So now, this one is easy, but annoying. You just have to focus. So you have to understand what's going on. This is radical x. What does that mean? You can write it as x power of 1 over 2. This is what? This is the cube root of x squared. So what does that mean? It's x to the power of 2 over 3 dx. Now, you can, when you multiply these two, you add up their powers, right? So you're going to do 1 over 2 plus 2 over 3 gives you 7 over 6. So x is to the power of 7 over 6 dx. Now it's very easy. So add 1 to 7 over 6 plus 1, 13 over 6. So it's x to the power of 13 over 6 over 13 over 6. dx, or plus c, sorry. Now this can be simplified. This is what, this is going to be 6 over 13, x to the power of 13 over 6 dx. Okay, but they want it also simplified more. So what does this mean? This is essentially this whole thing, x to the power of 13 over 6 is equal to the 6th root of x to the power of 13. Now you can rewrite this as what? The 6th root of x to the power of 12 times x, right? You can take x to the power of 12 out, it'll be what? It'll be x squared, radical x. So then instead of writing this, you can now write x squared radical x plus c. This is your answer. Or sorry, not radical x, 6th root of x. Okay, this is your answer. Done. Moving on to the last question of this quiz. Okay, this is very, very, very easy u sub. So you're gonna say that this is u. This is all u. So then deriving it will give you du by dx is equal to what? 4x, right? Yes. No, 4. Because it's 4x minus 1. So yeah, just 4. Okay, so dx, actually by the way, for whenever you have something like this, you can instantly do dx is equal to du over 4. And this makes it easier. Normally we do what? Normally we do du is equal to 4 dx. But here, you don't need that. Because it's much simpler to consider it as dx is equal to 4 du over 4. And then substitute it there. And then you make your life easy on you. So, first of all, 2 is a constant. You can take it out. So what is the integral so far? 2 integral of u to the power of 6 du over 4. You can take 1 over 4 out, so you'll get 2 times 1 over 4, which is what? 1 over 2. 1 over 2 integral of u to the power of 6 du. Okay, so now you add 1 to the power, so half integral of u to the power of 7 over 7, or sorry, that's the integral, that's already a thing, plus c. So now you do 1 over 2 divided by 1 over 7, so 1 over 2 is 0.5 over 1 over 7. Gives you 7 over 2. What? Yeah, 7 over 2. Okay, that's correct. I think. No, it's not correct. 1 second. This is 1 over 2 times 1 over 7. No? Yeah, this is 1 over 2 times 1 over 7. Just 1 over 2 divided. Okay. 1 over 2 times 1 over 7. 1 over 14. خلاص. 1 over 14. U to the power of 7, which is 4x minus 1. plus c. Okay, this is your answer. Now, this one, it is 1 over 4x plus 3. So 1 over u to the power of 6 dx. straight away. The derivative of this is what du by dx is equal to 4. Again, it's the same constant. Okay, so what does that mean? Let's solve with the other method now. Du is equal to 4 dx. Remember, you only have 1 here, so what do? You're gonna multiply here by 4, inside by 4, and you're gonna multiply by the outside by 1 over 4. And then this and this will make what? This and this will make du. I don't want to print or download. Okay, خلاص, whatever. This and this will make du. So you're gonna have 1 over 4 integral of 1 over u to the power of 6, which is straight away you can write as u to the power of negative 6 du. Now, add 1 to the power u to the power of negative 5. So you're gonna have 1 over 4 u to the power of negative 5 over negative 5. Now, multiply 1 over 4 by 1 over negative 5. Negative 1 over 20. So, yeah, this will equal to negative 1 over 20 u to the power of negative 5, which you just take down as u to the power of 5 plus c. Okay, and that's essentially what you do now. You expand u to the power of 5, so it's going to be minus 1 over 20. What's u? U was 4x plus 3. 4x plus 3 to the power of 5 plus c. This is your answer. Done. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Okay, خلاص, that's the end of the quiz, guys. Good luck. Have a good day.